Good morning, students. So we have our schedule for Thursday, September 24th, and you will see that we do not have any math book work. So you have finished your complete review for long division yesterday, hopefully, on page 16. And now you just have one more worksheet to continue working on single digit into 4-digit long division. So you will have the paper in email, and it will say Math for Thursday. So we will go on to language arts. So here for language arts, we have page 30, and it is named Two Words Make One Noun. So it says, sometimes two or more words are combined to make one noun. Names such as, examples, Snake River, Washington Monument, Mr. Taylor, and basketball are considered to be one noun because they name one person, place, or thing. They are called compound nouns. A compound noun is two or more words joined together to make one noun. So here for Think A, what you're going to do is put a check mark by the compound nouns. So you're just going to look for the names of persons, places, or things. If it names them, then it is a compound noun. Also, if you find two words in one, like, for example, basketball, that's actually a compound word, but it is also the name of a thing, so it would be a compound noun as well. So let's do two examples just in case. So for number one, we have the word snowstorm. A snowstorm is a thing, and also it is made up of two words, snow and storm. So you would be putting a check mark next to that because that is a compound noun. The second one says Pastor Hanks. Is Pastor Hanks the name of a person, place, or thing? Yes. So this would be a compound noun because it has two words in one. Now let's do one that isn't so that you understand the difference. For number 3, it says a red apple. Now, apple is definitely a noun, but red is just a describing word. So although apple is a noun, it is not a compound noun. So you would not check this box. So you're just going to read numbers 4 through 12 and then check them off if they are a compound noun. So if you just need a little reminder, go back up here and just read two or more words joined together to make one noun, a person, place, or thing. So then here on Think B, it says to underline all of the nouns in the following sentences. After you have underlined all of the nouns, go back and circle any compound nouns. The first is done for you. So you're going to go ahead and read these and circle every noun you see. That means every person, place, or thing. Actually, you're going to underline them. I'm sorry. The circling is for the compound nouns. So we're underlining all of the nouns. Then, after you have underlined all of the nouns, then you'll go back and circle compound nouns, and it gives you here an example. It says, Pecos Bill invented cattle brands, lariats, and rodeos. So first, we would have underlined the name. There's a compound noun here. We would have underlined it because a cattle brand is a thing, lariats, and rodeos. But then we would go back and find that we have two compound nouns, the name of a person here, and two words that make up one noun. So let's do number 2 together. It says, the cowboys admired the way Bill could ride a horse. So here we have one noun, cowboys, Bill, a person, horse. Now we're going to go back and see if we have any compound nouns. And we do. cowboys, because cow and boy makes one word and it is a noun. So that's what you're going to do for numbers 3 through 10. Then for right C, it says to write a sentence having a compound noun as your subject. Put 2 lines under your verb and 1 line under your subject. So this is going to require just a little bit of creative thinking. So you're just going to come up with a compound noun. There are a few up here, like for example, we know basketball, we know snowstorm, and now we just learned cowboys. But if you can think of a different one, that would be even better. And you're going to use it as the subject in your sentence. So, for example, number 2 says, the cowboys admired the way Bill could ride a horse. That sentence also has a compound noun in the subject. And then all you would need to do is put 2 lines under your verb. In this case, it says admired, but you can choose any verb you like. Let's do one. For example, we could say, the snowflake fell from the tree branch. That means that I have the compound noun snowflake, and then I would underline the word fell 2 times. The snowflake fell from the tree branch. So something like that. Use your imagination. And just a reading update. Yesterday, if you joined us, we went over chapter 4 and we read together Turkish Delight, which is one of my favorite chapters. So if you haven't listened to it, I will be uploading the audio to YouTube, and then you will complete your worksheet that goes with it. But there is not a new assignment for Thursday. So your job is just to make sure that you complete chapter 3 and chapter 4 assignments. Have a listen on YouTube if needed. And here for spelling for page 20, we have our last assignment for list 5. And this one is going to be pretty simple. The directions are just to fill in the blanks with the list word that makes the most sense. So what you're going to do is just read along and then choose a list word. That means any word from the whole list. Pattern words, content words, and vocabulary words to fill in the one that makes sense. Now, if you're having a little bit of a hard time filling in the correct word, skip it, keep going, and then go back. Sometimes after you've used a lot of the words, you will determine which ones are left over and which ones make sense. And of course, if you need help, I am available on Zoom at 11 o'clock to help you with any questions for spelling, language, math, or if you have just any general questions about MAPS testing, anything like that.